Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, August the 4th, okay? We're 4 days into August already. Okay, guys, I'm going to get started using the Journey Oracle deck. So let's see what you guys might need to know, but I hope you guys are doing well mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay, guys. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great weekend. For those who enjoyed their long weekend, you know, maybe you guys took a day off, whatever it is that you needed to do to unwind. I hope you guys were able to do that. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for Journey Oracle messages for August 4th? What can you tell the collective for August 4th for Journey Oracle messages, please? What can you tell them at this time? What do they need to know at this time, please? Ooh, thank you. So there's something about the energy of limiting beliefs. I don't know if this is the collective that is dealing with people limiting their beliefs, because again, it's like a collective reading. So like this could be anybody, or this could be you limiting your own beliefs, okay? But I don't feel like it's you limiting your own beliefs. I feel like these are other people limiting your beliefs, okay? So if you're standing firm on what you believe in and you're very comfortable basically in the skin that you're in, okay, you're not scared to, you know, show up for yourself and basically show out, okay, whatever that is for some of you. I'm getting that energy, okay, for some of you guys. So take whatever resonates with this. Limiting beliefs, okay, this could be someone in your energy. It's like the concrete. Like say there's a concrete, and then say like in this concrete there's a rose or a flower that's like blossoming through the concrete. It's like no matter what other people's beliefs may be, you will still shine, you will still rise, and you will still grow in your environments. Do we all need to leave certain environments because we've grown from them? Yes. You know, do we have to stay in these old environments that we used to be in? No. Okay, sometimes in life that's happening, right? Like we get older, we realize that certain people, places, and things are not for us. What we thought was for us is really not, and what's meant for us is really not. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things where we think it's meant for us, but it's not meant for us, and things that we don't think is meant for us, it ends up being for us in the first place, right? So definitely take what resonates with this. We have rest. So some of you guys, when it comes to tea and coffee and things like that, you guys could be resting more. Like I said, yesterday was a holiday, so maybe you guys took some time off, but resting is significant. Drinking certain teas to help you be at ease. 2, 3, 4 on the timer, okay? When it comes to like partnerships and you expressing yourself and building new foundations, there could be something about like you being relaxed or being able to be relaxed, okay, with resting showing up here. Now, when it comes to like you dealing with certain things like anxiety, or say you guys are not getting enough sleep, right? Like maybe you guys would love to take a nap and you haven't taken a nap like all day. That's significant too. It's like once you take that nap, everything starts to feel a little bit better. You feel a little bit rewired in a sense. So there's something about that. Maybe there is something about your body telling you that you need more rest, okay? Taking time for yourself, going within, recharging, you know, that kind of stuff, right? We have the whisper, okay? Even angel number 321 is significant, but we have the whisper, okay? So take whatever resonates with that. There is something about whispers when it comes to like listening to your intuition for some of you guys, okay? But whatever whispers you guys are receiving at this time, there's something about like you receiving information, okay? World energy is significant, but there's something about receiving information that it's okay for you to take a leap of faith. Now, you could be wanting to take a leap of faith on this journey that you guys are on, or there's something about you receiving the whispers, like downloads from your spirit team, that it is okay for you to take a leap of faith and trust yourself, okay? It's almost like jumping off a bridge, or it's a crazy analogy, but it's true. It's like jumping off of a cliff, right? And like say you're jumping off this cliff and there's like a trampoline at the bottom of this cliff. Say it's not that high, right? But because you're not harnessed, or you're not, confirmation with the horn, because you're not harnessed or because you're not strapped in, you feel like if you jump, this trampoline won't hold you. But it feels like you jumping and having faith that if you jump and fall into this trampoline, the trampoline will catch you. That's basically you. You having faith in yourself means that if you take a leap of faith, you have to trust that this leap of faith that you're taking is actually going to work out for your best interest. 444 in the timer. So knowing that you're protected, knowing that the foundations that you guys are building, you're building something long term. You're not sitting there not building something. You're building something that means something to you, whether this is a legacy. If you're not into legacies, okay, cool. This could be just you building something long term because you want to see a difference for yourself, whether this is you or your community or, you know, the people around you, whatever this energy is. You just want change, right? And nothing is wrong with that. Everybody wants change in their life, whatever that change is. Some people want a different view, a different home, okay, a different environment, just a different thing, right? So we have synchronicities. Some of you guys are seeing synchronicities at this time. I did mention in my tarot reading that butterflies are significant. So some of you guys could be seeing butterflies at this time, okay, when it comes to like going through transformations, or, you know, you guys could be experiencing a new transformation of new beginnings or new adventures and being able to explore new things. Yeah, star energy, beacon. The reason why you guys are seeing synchronicities is because you guys are following your beacon. You're following your light, not your auntie, not your uncle, not your mom, not your dad, not your sister, not your friend over there, not your business partner. No, you're following what's in here. Okay, not up here, but what's in here. You following your heart at the end of the day is allowing you to move towards better opportunities for yourself, because you realize that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you make. Look, we all have to understand that in life, once you see through certain things, you cannot go back. Understandable. But then at the same time, we all have bills to pay. We have things to do. Should we be paying bills? I don't think so. Should we all come together and stop paying certain things? I believe so. But at the end of the day, it's going to take a whole lot of people to realize the truth about society and what's going on around us and what really matters to us. So being in nature, some of us are just meant to just be. A lot of people don't understand that, or a lot of people don't want to believe that, but like a lot of times we're just meant to be, okay? We're meant to just live in this lifetime and just be, okay? Not all of us are meant to struggle. Not all of us are meant to do so much. And unfortunately, when you live in this kind of life or this type of world that we're in, unfortunately, it's very dog eat dog. It's very like roller coaster, like, you know, you feel like you're on a rat race, constantly just spinning, and you confirmation with the horn, and you realize why people move, okay, or they have their own farms, or they're out in the boonies, like in the country, okay? So you following your light, whatever that light may be. This could be your craft, this could be your art, okay, your voice, okay, whatever it is. It's like you guys are stepping into the unknown. So similar to what I was talking about, like you guys are following your own path. You guys are stepping into the unknown. Where will this unknown take you? You don't know. Nobody knows, right? But the only way you'll ever know is if you have faith in yourself and take that leap of faith. It's almost like, say, for example, someone has an idea about a business, right? Okay. Say you're somebody who likes spirituality, divination, and music and stuff like that, and say you want to make your own, I don't know, it's so random. Say you want to make your own chimes, right? Say you would like to start a business of making a company that sells chimes, or teaching people how to make their own chimes and stuff like that, right? And say you think like, oh my gosh, if I don't have the money, I can't do this and I can't do... No, it's like, at least if you start somewhere, it's better than nothing. It's better than nowhere, right? It's better you start somewhere and see how things prosper or grow. And you know what, guys? Like I always say, whether you have faith that something's going to work, say it doesn't work, at least you tried. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, how would you know unless you don't try? And a lot of times in life, people, it's like fear. People are very fear-based because you have people saying, oh, I wouldn't waste my time, or oh, I wouldn't do that. That's them. If you feel like in your heart something is meant to work out, it is meant to work out. And I always say to you guys to look at your chart too, because sometimes your chart will tell you exactly what you need to know about your path and like what works for you. Or like, you know, when it comes to career and business and stuff like that, you have certain placements and house placements that will tell you these things, okay? So yeah, we have awakened. Okay, spiritual awakening is significant third eye energy when it comes to the process. Okay, so it's like I said, you following the path, you following the unknown. You don't know where this process will take you, but you know that you're still continuing, you're still moving forward. So spirit wants you to keep going, basically, because it's almost like somebody's at the end or getting close to the end, right? but it's like there's still more to learn, okay, with curiosity showing up. So you could be very curious about what you're building, or like what you're doing, or like how you're showing up in this new energy that you guys are in. And then you could also have other people who are curious about you. Now, when it comes to energy too, and people being curious about your energy, some of it could be past energy. So some of you guys could be feeling past energy as well. And so that's why when I said to you guys with the full moon that recently just passed, it's like you guys could have done like a lot of release rituals or releasing energy and things like that. But there's something about people being curious about you. Now, this could be good curiosity or just people being nosy. But the good curiosity is people seeing you on your path and realizing like, whoa, I kind of like this person. I want to get to know this person. Obviously not a romantic sense, but like on a, I really want to get to know this person because this person is speaking to me type of energy. Like they're saying a lot of things that I like, or they're saying a lot of things that like I want to learn type of thing, right? And that's another thing too when it comes to like what I post online. It's like I may post what I'm posting online, but this is not like a hotline. Like this is not like a, oh, come, you know, talk to me type of energy. Like if I really wanted that, I would have went to Tinder or those kind of platforms, right? This is not what it's about. It's about learning. Confirmation with the horn. It's about learning and education, and also, you know, going within and understanding your path, and, you know, what your path is or how you're supposed to show up on your path. So when people come with this weird energy, right? When people come with this weird energy of like, hey Ma, what's up, you know, kind of energy, it's almost like, ew, that's not the energy that I'm trying to attract. So again, even your light too, people are curious about your life. They want to know, are you married? Do you have kids? You know, things like that. And it's none of no one's business, but this is what I mean by people being curious, okay? Or people wanting to know, like, what more do you know? Because it's like you seem like you're like a book, like a walking book for somebody. So it's almost like people want to know more about you because they see you. I did mention something about transformations. Okay, like I said, you guys could be seeing a lot of synchronicities, and transformations are significant, and it's because you guys are being open. The reason why you guys are going through these transformations and seeing butterflies is because you guys are open, right? You guys are open to opportunities. You guys are open-minded, okay? Like if you're into spirituality, yes, you have to be open-minded. Now, everybody's different. I'm not forcing everybody to think this way. You don't have to, and you don't have to agree. But the way that I look at it is, if you're spiritual, right, I respect all cultures and religions. This is even before I was spiritual. So if I'm spiritual and I believe in there's a higher power or a purpose, just because you believe in Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever, the way that I look at it is, if there's a higher source, there's a higher source. It doesn't matter what that higher source is. I just like people to be respectful and understanding that no matter who you pray to, no matter who you talk to, whether it's an ancestor, a guide, whoever, it's still a higher source. There's just a source above us all. As above, so below, right? You have literally people fighting each other about things like that. And it's almost ridiculous, because why would I fight somebody about that when there's so many bigger things to talk about, or bigger fish to fry, when literally we could be talking about how can we make our communities better, or how can we move forward? You know what I mean? Like when it comes to different things and what we all enjoy. It's like tarot. If you know that you love tarot and you're trying to build a tarot community or like a tarot family type of thing, why would I go against somebody who is a part of that community? Now, say you and that person don't agree on certain things, okay? Sorry, the truck was passing by. Say you guys don't agree on certain things, that's understandable. That's where everyone's perspectives are different. But it's not enough for you to get that upset to want to fight somebody, or, you know, whatever the case is. And I think that's the problem with nowadays, is that everybody has a different mind or a different way of thinking, and you will always find somebody who resonates with you no matter what it is that you think, okay? Like it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. That's like someone saying they like a certain artist and then me saying, oh, I don't listen to that artist, and it's like, how dare you? It's like, so because I don't listen to that artist, does that change anything? It doesn't change who I am, right? And I think that's where people get things misconstrued. So definitely take what resonates. Some of you guys are very open-minded, or very open-minded when it comes to having an open mind when it comes to certain topics or situations, or just people speaking to you. Like, you could have people come up to you and tell you certain things or information that you did not ask for, and it's almost like people feel comfortable because of the way that you are, your persona. Okay, like, you attract people, your persona too. It's like, you may not have a persona. What you see is what you get, and I always say that about me. I don't have a persona. What you see is what you get. You know, I may not put my real name on the internet, but just what you see is what you get. So if you were to see me on the road and I look like this, I look like that, but that, depending on your aura or energy, if you have good vibes and you're like, hey, I'm gonna say, hey, that's just what it is. So definitely take what resonates with that. There's something about your persona. You know, people like your persona, or they like you when it comes to your energy because you're authentic, or there's something about authenticity. I'm gonna get one more card, guys, and see what else shows up. Okay, guys, but definitely there's something about your persona and you being authentic, right? Yeah, alignment. Okay, you're in alignment with yourself. Okay, we have introspection. You're able to go within yourself, like I said, and there's something about you being a mirror, you being a reflection of other people. So if people say, oh, I don't like so and so, well, guess what, there's a reason why they don't like you. It's because maybe you're reflecting something they don't like about themselves. Maybe you're very creative, maybe you have a spark about you, maybe you're very you know, open-minded and talented in the things that you do, and that could trigger a lot of people who are not healed. You know, when you're not healed, a lot of times you may not like what somebody does, right? Because you cannot understand why the universe made them the way they are, and then the universe made that person like you, for example, the way you are. So also, that's another thing too. You have to be careful who you have in your energy, because not everybody will understand your sentiments, right? But I'm going to end it here, guys. Take whatever resonates with you whenever you see this. And obviously, there's something about your energy of not changing who you are, because you are more than enough. Like, you're perfectly fine the way that you are. If people purposely don't want to understand you, it's because of your light. That's just what it boils down to. It's because of your light, it's because of your aura, it's because of your energy. That is why. Okay, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. So definitely take whatever resonates with you. Okay, guys, thank you again for the love and the support. As always, I appreciate you guys. And you know, I don't know, hopefully I get to see you guys in the next reading. All right, guys, but have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you guys next time. All right, guys, love you so much. Bye, guys.